It's the weekend, but Mai is still wearing her school uniform. It's part of the job drumming up business for a JK cafe, where adult men pay to sit and chat with teenage girls.
Some of the men are my grandpa's age, and I do sometimes get short of things to talk about.
Mai says it beats her old restaurant job, insisting her customers treat her well.
They say you're cute, but I'd say there are many other cute girls here.
It's something that her boss makes sure of in selecting his staff of 15 to 18-year-old girls.
Basically, they need to be pretty. This is an absolute requirement. They should look slim and stylish. Also, they need to be smart.
In October, the UN Special Rapporteur on Child Exploitation infuriated Japan's government by saying that up to 13% of schoolgirls had taken part in Enjo Kosai, or compensated dating. She said later that figure wasn't official and would not be in her final report, but campaigners argue the lack of official figures is itself a sign of complacency.
This concept of Enjo Kosai, compensated dating, has been discussed internationally as a social issue in Japan for how long? Like 20 years. But in Japan, we don't have like data for that. That's very, very shocking.
For groups like Lighthouse, the problem goes beyond dimly lit cafes. It's about how an infantilized sexual culture has become accepted. It took until last year for possession of child abuse images to be made illegal, but not cartoon depictions of such abuse. And campaigners tell us that these images can be used in a much more specific way by child abusers to convince their young victims that their criminal behavior is in fact perfectly normal. We're given a tip about one location where a lot more than conversation is on offer. Employing teenagers in adult entertainment is illegal, but it seems good for business. Here, massages are on the menu. I can massage the girl?
Yes.
Okay. For $40 and up, we could go for a walk somewhere. Next door, I'm told only chatting is on offer, but the menu lists everything from being slapped and kicked to having your head cradled on a teenage girl's lap. Mr. Fukuyama insists no such thing could happen in his cafe, but admits he was once arrested for hiring underage girls at a cabaret club.
Sometimes I explain that something like this has happened in the past, so please don't sit next to the customers.
This is a world full of fine gradations in legality and in levels of exploitation, but one way or another it's about young girls being sold to older men, and it's happening in plain sight. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, Tokyo.